Hello my beautiful souls and welcome to my tarot channel. If you're new here, my name is Jem, and in today's pick card reading we're going to be discussing what is the total drama about you. We're basically going to be talking about the good gossip. I'm trying to combine the two. So it's like what's the good drama on you? So today's reading is going to consist of Pinterest board and of these index messages. I'm going to keep it a little bit easier for myself. We'll jump into why in a sec, but before we hop into the readings, I want to let you guys know the different ways you can help my channel. The biggest way is by subscribing, checking out my personal readings on my 𝑒𝑔𝑒𝑘𝑒 tab. Also, disclaimer, wanted to let you guys know that I read tarot about, the way I read tarot is about self-reflection. It is about looking at the different options you have, taking what resonates, leaving the rest, knowing that you guys have free will. You get to choose how you want to live your life. This stuff is not set in stone. This is just showing you the options you have, and what path you want to take. And also it's about trusting yourself. It's about learning how wonderful you guys are and how beautiful you are, and tapping back into that beautiful soul that you have. And that's the way that I read tarot, and also of course for entertainment purposes. But yeah, I also wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in my life. I used to do these in my old readings where I would just talk about what I'm dealing with, and then we would hop into the readings just because I like to talk and vent sometimes and see what you guys think once in a while. So, and if you want to skip over this, you can. You could just go straight to the pile selection. But I just wanted to talk about today. I've been feeling a little bit not the best today. Not really sad. I mean, a little bit sad, but not feeling my bubbly self. And even though I don't feel the greatest, I still am trying to be consistent with tarot and, doing what I need to. Because I know that that's, I want to respect myself and make sure that I do what I say I'm going to do for myself. And being consistent is the number one thing. You gotta do it sad, you gotta do it angry, tired. And of course, there's nothing wrong with resting. That's where you gotta find balance, But when you say you're gonna do something, you gotta do it. And I'm gonna do it. I think I'm more just sad because I'm feeling a bit of shame. And I love doing tarot. And I enjoy it, and I'm my intentions are never to be negative in any way. I do this to I want to help people, I want to support people, I want to create a community of like-minded people. And I don't know, a part of me feels like I shouldn't be doing what I'm doing because it could be perceived as something bad, but it's not I'm doing anything bad, and it may be taboo, but sorry about that. But at other people's perspectives, I enjoy doing what I love doing, and why should I be ashamed of that? Or why should I have to change myself to fit into somebody else's expectations? And that's not who I am, and I'm a unique person, and even if it makes me weird or different, I love myself for it. And I guess the main thing is I'm contemplating whether or not to keep the 18+ extended readings and continuing to do love readings. I'm at the point where I'm kind of I don't know if I want to change that part of the readings that I do, because I really want to focus on you guys. What I really want to do is bring the energy and focus back into you. Because what I don't want to do is reinforce limerence, where it's you romanticize about a connection that, there isn't any love there. Because what you don't want to do is fall into those ways of distracting yourself. And I don't want to promote that, and there's nothing wrong with doing things for entertainment. But what I don't want to do is hold you guys back from truly shining you're meant to, and I always dealt with limerence, or I had dealt with limerence in the past, and I've overcame it, and I wanted to also spread that. But I feel by doing 18 plus extended or like sexual readings, like I feel like there's nothing wrong with sexuality, of course, and being sexual and like showing your sexy self. I think the reason why I feel ashamed of it is because I don't want to like, again, promote limerence or like promote like reinforcing like the way people perceive the 18 plus extendeds in a negative way of like holding them back or using this. I don't want people to use this as a way of distracting themselves from actually finding true love and like focusing on like, you know, but like I can't control that, and that's all out of my control. And it's like I can't really, I guess I could word it in a way, but I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What you guys think, I would love to hear. And I just want to like I want to make a difference. I want to improve. I want to like make an impact. I want to like, you know, uplift others, because that's what I feel like is my purpose. And like, I just love helping people, you know, and like, I'm not saying that I'm going to help everybody. I just want to like at least put stuff out there that could, you know, maybe help you guys and like what has helped me, and give advice and like uplift you guys again, like I said. But again, I'm not like a therapist. I'm not I'm just like stuck with that, I guess. I'm just like contemplating I don't know. I feel like there's nothing wrong with giving advice. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to that. I'd love to hear what you have to say. And let's hop into the pile selection. So in today's reading, we have 3 piles. We have pile 1, which is You Are the Gem. It says You Are the Gem. And pile 1, it is from Total Drama Island. If you ever watched that Cartoon Network show, it's about a show where all these contestants are fighting against each other to like win money. It's basically like a cartoon, like reality TV, and it was pretty interesting. I didn't really watch much of it, but I always loved the way that they were designed, like the characters are like the way that they look, and yeah, so for you, pile 1, we have this blonde girl. She's got like platinum blonde. She's got brown eyes. She got a little nose piercing, ear piercing. She's wearing like a sweater that's like crop top, and it's like long sleeved. And you could see her little like she's wearing like a little shirt underneath it. And I think she's wearing a skirt. She's so cute. All these girls are gorgeous, and I love every single image. And then for pile 2, I think these are like original characters, but people like drew on top of them to make it look more like themselves, which I feel like is so cool. And then for pile 2, we have Lucky. It's this girl with like hair where it's like she's got a lighter shade of brown and a darker shade of brown, and it's all around. Like she has like chunkier highlights in her hair. She also was giving me like bad bitch vibes, and she has a little like pearl like jewelry across her stomach. She's wearing a short. She's wearing like a cute top, like almost in the shape of like a bra. She's got hooped earrings. She's got cute little pearl necklaces. She's got cute little clips in her hair, and her eyebrows are hella arched. She's also got beautiful winged lashes and beautiful set of lips. So if that resonates with you, please pick pile 2. And then for pile 3, we have this gorgeous, gorgeous girl, and she also has hooped earrings. She's wearing like more of like a cheetah print, like pink top that really pops, and I love it. It's so cute. It's like, it looks like it's like one of those cute tops that has like a little hoop in the front, and it's a V cut to show like her breasts, and like the front of it looks like it's like tied in like a little knot. She's also putting on some lip gloss, and she looks like she's in the bathroom, and I think I know the original image of this. And in the image, it's like they're showcasing this girl who's like putting lip gloss on in the bathroom. So if that resonates with you and this card saying you are rare, then that will be for your reading pile 3. Okay, let's hop into pile 1. Hello, my gorgeous pile 1. If you chose You Are the Gem, this will be your reading on what is the good drama on you. I'm trying to incorporate the total drama island, but the topic is like good gossip, good drama, okay? All right. So, quick reminder, I do sell personal readings on my 𝐸𝑋𝑒𝑒 tab. It is linked in the description and also in the bio. And you could see that here. I have bundle readings. I adjusted the prices to suit you guys. I took a poll the other day. So I have like a price range that I feel like is more suitable. And also we sell 30-minute readings as well. So if you guys want to support the channel and get like a personal reading for yourself, make sure to check that out. I also sell words of affirmation t-shirts. I'm going to actually adjust them soon and start selling some crop tops on there. I think would be so freaking cute, and I love me a good crop top. So and I'm also gonna change it to the like font that you guys chose. So I'm really excited. But yeah, thank you for listening, and let's hop into your reading. So we're going to shuffle this deck, and then we're going to pull some messages on what's the good drama on you. So what's the good drama on pile 1? What's the good drama on pile 1? Is the good drama? And then we're going to do Pinterest readings. So today is just going to be index messages and Pinterest readings. So if you guys like that, stay tuned. If not, my last reading I didn't consist of Pinterest board. So check that one out. Okay. These cards are so friggin' hard to shuffle. Get in there! I also have so many, so it's like... Yeah, we're just gonna have to, you know... we're just doing our best, okay? Alright. So, what is the total drama on pile 1? We have obsessed. Wow. Okay. Okay, pile 1 right off the bat, right off the gate. A lot of people could be obsessed with you. And, people could be like really like just blushing at the attention. Like people may love to receive your attention. People could be like infatuated with you. People could really just love everything about you. And people could really love, you know, your style, the way you look, the way you act, your mannerisms, your maturity, your emotional intelligence. Maybe you have like, you know, just a group of people that people can't help but be like obsessed with you, and not in like a, you know, over the boat, over the, you know, not in like a bad way. It's more of like a way of like people just love you, pile 1. People just love being around you. People like, you know, spending time with you. People like just getting attention from you, validated by you. I think people could also just feel like people may put you on a pedestal a lot. So in a way, they feel like you are, people like look up to you, pile 1. People feel like they may not like look for your approval, but when they receive your approval, it's like, they're like, wow, you know what I mean? They like feel, they're like, they just feel really good about themselves being around you. It's like you're a star, you know, the way you shine, 𝑒𝑗 makes other people shine even more around you. So of course everybody's gonna want to spend time with you, be around you. We have overwhelm. That's so interesting because I was literally just thinking about overwhelm just now. So the good gossip about you is like people could feel like, so what the gossip could be is that people feel like people may notice that you may have a lot of fans, or you could have a lot of people that, you know, obsess over you or like talk a lot, like talk highly about you when you're not around. People could like really like to talk about you and be obsessed with you. And also we saw like the kinky card. I don't know what that's about, but people could be like really attracted to you as well, like sexually attracted. We have the overwhelm card. So people may have been noticing that maybe you've been feeling overwhelmed, or you've been working really hard, or maybe you're feeling emotionally overwhelmed. People could be maybe noticing that, maybe with like your tone, or like maybe you just like at this point in place in time, like just at a little different mood, or like a emotional like period you're in, that people might notice, and they're like wondering like, oh, I hope she's doing okay, or I hope, you know, I hope that she's all right. Wow, 𝑒𝑗, you are seriously getting all the greatest cards in this deck. Like, can this get any better? Not only does everyone love you, but everyone feels like you're rich. Everybody feels like you have the rich mindset. People don't doubt the money and wealth and abundance you have and are accumulating and receiving. People don't doubt it. People don't question it. People already know. The way that when they look at you, they're like, rich bitch. That's a rich bitch right fucking there. We have in the country. I wonder what this is about. Ooh, interesting. We have porn brain as well. I don't know if I need to block that. Probably need to, but we could talk about that in a sec. So in the country, maybe people wonder if you are in the country, or maybe people wonder like if the people who are obsessed with you, or like the people who are infatuated by you, they wonder maybe if they're in your country. I don't know what that's like. They could be wondering if where you're at, where you're located. People could be wondering like maybe what the good gossip is like maybe you're exploring the country, or maybe you are out of the country, and people are like, oh, where's 𝑒𝑗, or she's always, or he or she's always doing something. Like they're always like, you know, out and about, you know, just exploring, living life. So let's talk about the card that we just got. So what I meant by that card is something that me and like I had a deep discussion about like corn brain. I don't know if I could say the other one. Hopefully, whatever. But anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So with that, like that can also be like an addiction. Obviously, you know how people fall into that addiction. And with that card, what I meant was like that specific addiction. And sometimes that can lead to like, have you ever met a man that can't seem to date his own age, or is constantly chasing women or women's like validation? And not only do men do that, but also women, where they're constantly seeking male validation. They're constantly like infatuated, or like they're always looking for like the next high. And even if it's like, it doesn't have to be with drugs, it could also be like with sexual validation, you know what I mean? Like it's kind of like it's like a it's like a like it is like a chase of dopamine. When you're like addicted to that specifically, it's like you are like constantly watching like hits of dopamine, right? And you're giving yourself that dopamine. And by having this high tolerance of dopamine, now your tolerance is high, right? So your like dopamine is abnormal because it's extremely high now because we're in this addiction, right? So now we're constantly chasing the next high. And that's what basically that means, corn brain. And why that is an issue is because you end up making decisions through your, through your porn brain rather than your actual brain, and thinking logically and thinking more about the longer terms of things. So like porn brain is basically like we chasing shorter hits of highs and not really like choosing what we actually want to do. We're choosing based off of this like addiction. So the reason why I have that card in there is to remind you guys or bring that awareness to that and remind you guys that the only validation you need is your own, and to stop chasing short highs, because when you chase short highs, you in a way self-sabotage your life because you start going the route of impulsivity and shorter hits of, quick rich schemes or all these like things that you think are going to benefit you, but in reality they end up sabotaging you and distracting you. And the long-term investments of your life and things that take slower and like a longer process of getting them is a lot more rewarding and a lot more beneficial to you. So that's my quick little rant about that. If that has resonated in any way, I would love to hear what you have to say in the comments. So with that card, you could be dealing with people like that, maybe specifically men or specifically women that are infatuated with you and are, maybe they have corn brain and they're, stuck in their own bad habits of fantasizing you, but not actually doing anything about it or chasing the dream they actually want. And it's because they don't think they're good enough. So you may have a lot of those people around you, Pile1, that you are like opening their eyes to, realizing that you could be like really inspiring people to like see and be like, you actually are good enough if you just try, like I'm, okay, sorry, Pile1. But there could be something about the people around you that they're like, hey, like you could literally be like, hey, I came from the exact places you did. I came from the exact location, yada, yada, X, Y, and Z. I'm not really, and I was still able to make myself, up to and live my dream life. And that's how people see you. And you're like working so hard towards it and you really got it. And like making this huge impact. And like the way people are seeing you is like, they're so stuck on this short term of hits of dopamine that they're like, wow, like, if Pile1 could do it, I could do it too. Or like they are, in a way, also it's like partly causing people to be obsessed with you is because they see what they want through you. Like you inspire people so much, Pile1. I don't think you realize that. And people just want to be with you. We have who flirts with you. So people could be wondering like, who's the other competition? Who else is, in my way? We have TikTok came out. Let's see what else we have here. We have addicted. Wow. Okay, Pile1. You are healing others by being genuine. Okay, Paiwan, I feel like this is like a topic that I wonder what this is about. I'm curious. It says take it day by day. We also saw Dog Park. I think, what is this addicted card about? Maybe for some of you, people wonder if you're addicted. People could be wondering if you are like addicted to them or obsessed with them. I don't know. That may only resonate with like one or two of you guys, but I feel like it's the other way around. I feel like people are obsessed with you. People are addicted to you. And yeah, let's get another card. Crushing, yeah. Okay. People are definitely crushing on you, Paiwan. And I think you know it. I think it's pretty like you know it, Paiwan, and you may not even want it. Like I'm kind of getting like you don't really like you're like I don't want to be the idea of everyone's amusement. I don't care for your validation. I don't need it. But like it's almost like when you finally let go and you're not looking for it anymore, that's when you end up receiving it. And it's like, wow. Now I'm finally getting that validation that I was seeking my whole, childhood. Now that I finally, have let it go and not care anymore and actually started living the life I want to live, that's when I end up receiving it. How crazy is that? You know what I mean? So that's what I'm getting with you, Paiwan. I think people could be like, really crushing on you, obsessed with you. People could really love your unique self. And the more you step into your unique self, it's almost like the more people love you for it. Like the more people can see your own unique beauty. And you're so genuine, you're so lighthearted, you're so like, I'm getting just like sexual and fun and spontaneous and rich. Hello, rich bitch over here. She's got the mindset. She's got that rich mindset. She's got that fucking rich mindset. This complete package, literally. Of course everyone's gonna be obsessed with you. The fuck? Of course. So that's what I have with the index cards. Let's see what we have with your Pinterest board. I need to like fix up my Pinterest board a little bit more to adjust it so it's not like I just got a Patreon message. That's funny. From one of my lovers, my little loving supporters out there. Got Moon Tarot commented. Said, girl, I have the same notification sound. It's called the app called Motivation, I think. Maybe you have like an app called Motivation, or you have like an app that like motivates you throughout the day, and like it's almost like you've conquered your mind, Paiwan. You're able to like find motivation even when there is none. You have that stability. You have that mindset. You have everything you've ever needed. It's all inside of you, Paiwan. We have Soft One that still loves B no matter what, and it says the villain who's cruel to everyone else but always soft with A. Says Osiris and Penelope. So there could be like a situation like this that people have noticed. I think it's important to know to keep an eye out for people, the way people treat other people. So like keep an eye out on the way somebody's treating others, because trust me, that is how they're going to treat you. So there could be something about that. We got little rose. I've never seen black roses before. That's really pretty. Some of you could have like that little gothic touch where you could like maybe black roses and tulips. We have ADHD impulsive tea bursting with flavor. Interesting. So maybe you guys have like ADHD, and maybe something with you is like having, like we had the corn brain came out. So it could be something about maybe you have the ADHD impulsive part of your brain that maybe you've been catching yourself making impulsive decisions. And that could be something that maybe you'd want to talk to like a therapist with, in order to help yourself from making impulsive decisions so that you, you know, because sometimes being impulsive can not be the best thing for us because you could just, look up why. It's like, it's a pretty common thing to never really be impulsive because impulsive is like we don't really give ourselves enough time to think, enough time to look at our emotions and also logical thinking. So there could be something about that. And it says your feelings are valid, but also like know that sometimes when we are feeling very emotional, it's best not to react. You know what I mean? It's better to think about it, feel our emotions, sit with it, and then, talk to this person in a respectful manner. So there could be something about that. Like, for example, I know, like, if somebody's messing with you, if somebody's bothering you, I know how hard it is not to blow up on them and being like, you yada yada X, Y, and Z. But trust me, you will be so much better off not reacting at all. Not even stooping to their level, not even responding, not even acting towards their situation. Because you are not them. Do not take on their energy. Okay, what I'm also getting was, wait, we had the get rich. It says get rich. So you could literally be getting rich. Just focus on you, babe. Trust me, focus on you. Don't let these distractions hold you back. Focus on you, babe. We have you are enough, said me. The only validation you need is your own, Paiwan. And I think you give yourself plenty of validation. You already know how special and truly special you are. And it's because you know that you're enough and you are worthy of anything you've ever dreamt of. We have girl boss, so people could definitely be seeing you as a girl boss, seeing you as that queen. People could see you as like a leader, a motivational speaker. People could really be looking up to you and just really like inspired by you. People could feel like, ooh, a little side note. There could be someone in particular that's thinking about you, like looking up at the stars in like a car. What the hell is on her head? There could be someone thinking about that. There could be someone that wants to like cuddle with you when you're feeling down. You could have a lot of support, Paiwan. You may not even realize how much support you truly have and how much people like genuinely love you and really, really care about you and want to be there for you. You just gotta ask, you don't have to do it alone. And like, don't get me wrong, like sometimes it's nice to just, sit alone and like reflect on our own thoughts and stuff. And like, that's what's also so amazing about you, Paiwan, is like, you could be someone that's really good at just being by themselves and not needing any company. And that's what makes you so powerful within yourself. But it's also okay to want to like, spend time with others. We have this tiny turtle. He judges you immensely. You could be, people could be maybe like making their own preconceptions due to their own biases and their own opinions of how they judge themselves. We have beauty might begins with the moment you decide to be yourself. And there could be something about maybe you judging others that could be almost like a projection. But the total drama about you is that people have really been noticing the work you've been putting in, and you are receiving so much love. So much love that you don't even notice. Like, you've been so focused on yourself that you don't even notice how many people are like truly obsessed with you. We have you need to go to therapy, and it says you first. And it says, why do I get a feeling that I will be the first? Maybe you've had parents that didn't go to therapy. Maybe you ended up going. And it's been really, like, people maybe have been noticing, like, how truly emotionally intelligent you are. Oh my god, bad bitch energy. That bitch, oh my god, it's giving it, girl. Yes. Queen. I fucking love that shit. What else am I getting? It says wine is my Valentine. I think you could be someone that maybe does Pilates or yoga. Yo, her aesthetic is so freaking cute. This is you, Paiwan. This whole aesthetic, this is you. It's giving, like, you're living your vision board. Your vision board has already came true. She's really, like, thriving. You're doing such an amazing job. Like, I don't think you understand, Paiwan. We got 333. Yeah, so that's what I have for you. I hope that helps. But thank you so much, Paiwan. And I just wanted to, like, you got this. You're literally so amazing. And I hope you truly know that, Paiwan. You got this. Yeah. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please give this video a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile twos. If you chose the lucky card, lucky, this will be your reading on what's the total drama, what's the good drama on you. So I was trying to, like, okay, listen, I was trying to, like, include the total drama island because that's what the thumbnail is, but we're really going to be talking about the good gossip on you. Okay, so what is lucky about you? We're going to do index messages and then Pinterest board. So if you guys like that, stay tuned. If you don't, you can watch my last reading I did. I didn't do Pinterest board on there. And also, a quick reminder, I do sell personal readings. So if you guys want to check out some bundle readings, I adjusted the prices on those. It's like a bunch of decks. I'd have like an ultimate 18+, an ultimate career, an ultimate love, an ultimate shadow work reading. So every single deck that's like for those specific topics are in there, and it's like actually really fun. I have the mega, like I have an ultimate mega reading that straight up has love radio, Pinterest board, index messages, like tons of cards. And that reading is like basically what you see in like these readings, and it's like an hour and a half long. So yeah, make sure to treat yourself if you're interested. And while you're treating yourself, you're supporting my channel. So anyways, thank you guys for listening. And let's get into your reading. So what is the good gossip about pile 2? We have business. So for some of you, you guys could be starting your own business. Maybe people have been noticing you've been like excelling in business or learning business. Maybe you've been like doing your own research, doing your own studying, understanding how to run a business, opening one, like starting to sell products or advertising your products, really getting good at maybe content creation and showing like how to, have that layout of like a perfect reel to, boost your engagement. There could be something about that. We have high school crush under here. So people could be wondering about, maybe for some of you, it could be like your high school crush could be still like lingering around, and maybe for some of you, maybe like they could be like keeping tabs on you, or just wondering what you're up to, or yeah, I don't know what that's about. Let's see what else we have. The good gossip about you is people have been noticing that maybe you've been dieting, maybe you've been really taking better care of your physical health, and like maybe you've been really taking it seriously and doing a really good job at staying strict with your diet or the way that you want to eat. And people have been really noticing like the change. Like you look freaking good, pile 2. You've been looking good, and you're not doing it for other people. You're keeping yourself for you. You're doing it for you, and that's what matters. And like it's not about the way, like it's what makes you happy. You're doing what makes you happy. You're doing it in the way that makes you happy. You're still, enjoying food and still, but maybe having like a better balance, or you're still prioritizing your own happiness, and that's in itself is good enough. Like, you're not doing it for other people. We have my feelings are valid. So people could be noticing that maybe you've been really in tune with your emotions lately. Or people could be feeling like you're destined for fame and fortune. And maybe people have been like noticing the highs and lows. Ooh, okay. I want to keep taking more. Oh my God. Okay, we have I'm supported by supportive, loving people, and we have abundance. You know what? I'm going to take them. We have you are blessed. Okay, and then let's get one more. It says I will never leave you. And then we have gossips. Male gossips. Interesting. Okay. And I also saw the You Are Rare card just slipped onto the floor, and that's for pile 3. So for you, pile 2, what I wanted to say is people have been noticing that maybe you've been really in tune with your emotions, having a better grasp and understanding on the way your mind kind of plays tricks on you sometimes to perceive things in more negative lights than they actually are. So there could be something about that. People could have been noticing maybe you've been asking more questions, being like, oh, like, what did you mean by that? Or, you know, instead of like letting your mind get the best of you, maybe you've been also like working really good at like working through your feelings, you know, getting comfortable with being uncomfortable, just having conversations, having better communication with people, and not being afraid to communicate how you feel, or having the more difficult conversations, and not in a way of like, you're done avoiding conflict. And like, it's not even like about having conflict. Like, you have such a great way of just starting up the conversation in a way that's not combative. Like, you're really good at being like, hey, like, you know, what did you mean by that? Because I think I kind of took offense of that. And like, I know you probably didn't mean that, but like, what did you mean by that? And like, just having like a civil conversation. And like, trust me, if you come to a person and just trying to have a conversation like that, trust me, the right people aren't going to get mad. The right people aren't going to flip out and throw a hissy fit and, you know, try to combat you or, you know, flip the script on you. Trust me, if that is a situation that's happening in your life, those are the people you don't want in your life. So trust me, you want to have the hard conversations with every single person you meet, because you want to see how they react to it. Because if they react like that, trust me, you don't want them in your life. And that could be something that's so just fantastic and amazing about you, pile 2, is the way that you handle conflict. And you could be really good at like seeing who's, you know, meant for you, who's meant to be here for you, and really good at just like, you know, resolving conflict with others. I think how the good gossip on you is like, people feel like you are destined for fame and fortune. People feel like you have such an amazing amount of abundance. People feel like you're going to be famous. Like, people feel like pile 2 is so special and blessed that they just feel like you're lucky. They feel like no matter what it is you do, you always exceed and persist, and it's your consistency that blesses you. People always like to like be like, oh, the way people like to diminish like their own personal talents and their own inner child is by being like, oh, that person was just lucky. That person was just lucky. That's why they excelled, or that's why they, you know, their business took off, or that's why they're, you know, they're looking better, or they're dieting better, or X, Y, and Z. Like, that's why they, you know, have such a beautiful home, because they're lucky. They were just lucky. No, that's what they like to tell themselves to keep themselves stagnant. You did it because of your hard work. There's a difference. People don't understand that talent is consistent work. It is consistent work towards something. You have to build the skill to be talented. Yes, of course, there's always that one person that's like out the fucking womb that's just talented. But guess what? They became that talented because they were working at it from such a young age. And maybe they just knew it a little bit better because, you know, maybe their family member was doing it as well. And that's just a skill they built. But trust me, talent is disciplined, consistent, hard work. So people could be like noticing more about that or learning that more when they see you and they've been noticing all the freaking hard work you've been putting in. People feel, you know, people want to support you. People want to love you. Pile 2, people want to like uplift you. People are like, wow, like Pile 2 has experienced the highs and the lows. People are so freaking like astounded, mind boggled, and inspired by you, Pile 2. People literally like, people are intimidated by your, I wanted to say like prophecy, like you are destined. Like people are intimidated by your purpose or by your, what's the word? What is the word? It's not purpose, it's potential. People are, it's not your potential anymore, baby. It's already who you are. That's the number one thing. You are already this person. You already believe it, you already know it. It's just about now the final stage is the physical realm when you're finally, you know, subconsciously becoming that and are already that person, that your physical world around you starts to become that. That's how you truly manifest. And yeah, that's what I have with the cards. Let's see what we get with your Pinterest board. So the good gossip on you is people really feel like you're blessed. People feel like there could be someone in particular, like maybe people feel like you are maybe experiencing like a forever love. People could be really happy for your love. People maybe you've been noticing that a lot of people don't want to leave you or leave your side. Everybody wants to have a part of you, piece of your cake, Pile 2. Of course, everybody wants you in their life. Like, why would anyone not be want to be friends with you or want to be with you, Pile 2? It's up to you what you want to do. And the difference is, who do you want in your life? What type of energy do you want in your circle? So let's see. We have anxiety. Anxiety. It's my anxiety. Anxiety. It's my anxiety. You could be having anxiety, and that could be like at play. People maybe have been noticing that maybe you've been a little bit anxious, or maybe you've been overcoming your anxiety. Maybe people have been noticing that you're a lot more relaxed. You're a lot more like cool, calm, collected. And maybe it's because you realized that what's the point of being anxious? You know, being anxious about my future is only because I feel like I'm not good enough. Deep down, the reason why I'm anxious about my future is because I don't trust myself. Deep down, it's because I'm feeling like, you know, doubtful or like X, Y, and Z. Let me ask you this. Do you trust yourself? Yes. Do you trust yourself and your abilities? Yes. Are you working, staying consistent, and setting boundaries with yourself to continue at your craft? Yes. Then that's the only thing that matters. No matter what it is you do, your future is going to line up the exact way that you want it to. And even if it doesn't, it's still going to work out in your favor because the universe, you know, like directs us in better ways. Like, for example, like the best way I could describe it is, you know, Sony was a camera company. And I'm sure when they were building up their business, they just wanted to do cameras at first. But guess what? Now they do TVs. They were kind of handed the opportunity and they're like, maybe they were like, you know, I kind of just wanted to focus on cameras. But now they're doing TVs. Now they're doing all these different types of products. And that's what lifted them up to be this humongous brand. You know, it was almost like it was redirecting them. It kind of like, you know, brought them in all different opportunities. And that's why you should never say no to any opportunity you're handed, because trust me, it's always going to work out for you. You're always learning. You're always thriving. And don't get me wrong. If you want to do something and let's say it's not exactly working the way you want it to, it might be because it's supposed to be in a little bit of a different direction, you know? And I'm not saying to ever give up. Don't ever give up. That's the whole point, is like, by you being consistent, that is how you make it happen. That is how you become like destined for that, because you trust yourself and your abilities. No matter what you do, you're going to end up exactly where you want to be because you were consistent. And what I wanted to say was, it's not about, like, for example, Disney. They wanted to do Disney World for so many years. They tried and tried and tried, and they were rejected 100 and like something times. 100 and something times they were rejected. But they never gave up, and they still ended up making Disney World. So if you really want it bad enough, you can do anything your heart desires. But if you feel like, what if I tried this way instead? Maybe this is better for me in this direction, rather than consistently doing it this way. What is better for you? And you end up going this different path, just a little bit slightly different. You never know what possible opportunities can be handed through, to you. Okay, anyways, sorry about that whole ramble. With the anxiety here, what can you do to relieve your anxiety? Ask yourself. What helps me is meditation, sitting in the discomfort, listening to meditation music. Honestly, watching Michael. I don't know if you guys ever watched Michael, but he's like this Reiki. He does Reiki work on YouTube, and he basically like holds a crystal, and he has these like beautiful like bracelets that like jingle a little bit, and I love the noise. It's like ASMR. And he just like is like, you have everything in your power to become what it is you want to do. And all of that really helps. Another thing that could help with anxiety is working out, exercising, getting your heart rate up. That really helps me as well. And also, deep down, what is causing your anxiety? Dive deep, pile 2. Like, the best thing you could do to relieve any mental struggles you have is by getting to the fucking core. Where the fuck is this stemming from, motherfucker? Where is this stemming from? Deep down to your toes, baby girl. Like, literally dive deep. Being like, okay, where did I get this anxiety from? Oh, I got it from my parents, because they were always anxious about literally anything. And what can I do to trust my abilities more? To trust myself more? To know that I have everything in my power? To trust myself? Let go of the fears. Let go of the anxiety. Whatever is out of your control, it doesn't matter, because it's not in your control. What matters is that you have control over you and how you react to things. That's the number one thing. Okay. I love how we were getting more brat images. Some of you guys could be smokers. Another thing too, by the way, I think is important is sometimes like smoking and drinking alcohol or doing all those things also makes you more of an anxious person over time. So that could be something also that may be a habit that might not be the best, but obviously do what makes you happy. We have, I love this art style. It's so cute. You guys can have a like purple setup. This is really pretty. What's a good gossip on pile 2? Some of you guys could be maybe you guys could have a growth mindset. Maybe you guys like are your own like, craftsmen, DIYers. Maybe you guys are doing like DIY house builds or something. People have been noticing all your improvement. People have been noticing your growth mindset. People just can tell by the way you speak, pile 2, how much you've changed, and the way you speak and how intelligent you truly are, just by the way you speak. People notice that you've been getting really good at taking feedback. People have been noticing your effort, the progress, and the time over time. People have been noticing that you've never been quitting. You don't fucking give up. It says a little progress each day adds up to big results. It's about the little steps. Maybe you're taking little strides each and every day, and people have been noticing, pile two. People have been noticing. What's another thing? What's a good gossip? They don't know how to love you like I do. Interesting. What is this about? There are 206 bones in the human body, darling, and I want to jump every one of yours. I'm dead. She was a slave to beauty. Oh no. You could be really beautiful. People have been noticing the amount of time you've been putting in your look. I was also getting with your thumbnail, pile two. You're just like a bad bitch. I'm really getting like bad bitch. I'm also getting like, she is not somebody to fuck with. She is like, you know, highly respects herself, highly has beautiful boundaries set with herself and others, and she is somebody who's honest. It's giving lizard, like the wizard Liz, you know? Like she'll tell it how it is, and she's not here to play. She's not here to fucking play, okay? She's not here to fucking play. For some of you, you guys could be dealing with a romantic relationship that's just not it for you. And you're done with the games. We have, but it was the same old story. Nothing. I feel nothing. Wow, what the fuck? I love you now, change. Describe our relationship in two worlds. Our what? Or my money. Wow, okay. What is this about? There could be people that feel like, maybe love interests specifically, that feel like they wouldn't be good enough for you. There could be love interests, pile two, that feel like they wouldn't be good enough for you. Maybe they feel like they wouldn't have enough money for you, or they feel like for some reason you like wouldn't want them. Or there could be a part of them too is like, I would love you so much and I have so much love to give you. Like the only love you deserve is the love that I give you or something. Like they're like, people might feel like, oh, well, they don't know how to love you like I do. So some people could be, there could be something about like feeling jealous. People could want to jump your bone, pile two. Or people could want you to jump theirs. I'm also kind of getting like, she was like, do you like me or for my money? People could be wondering if there could be something about a connection between your self-worth towards your fortune and money and fame. A lot of people could want to give their heart to you, pile two. And you're kind of like not interested. You're kind of like, no thanks. Maybe people have been wondering if like, there could be some people who are insecure about their money. And trust me, pile two, you will find somebody who loves you for you and not your money. And usually it's funny because I feel like you're the type of person that doesn't need anybody for their money. Like you're all for yourself and you're like, I already have money. So like, why are you freaking out thinking that I'm here for you for your money? Because I'm not. And I feel like it's usually the people who are insecure about their money and don't have a lot of money that end up projecting that and being like, oh, you just want me for my money. You know what I mean? So you could be done with the brokies, pile two. That's what I'm getting. I'm done with your broke ass. It says, hey girly, hate needles, but want to shed pounds. No, shut the hell up. We have excuse limit 0. Yeah, you don't deal with excuses. You're like, yeah, okay, keep your excuses to yourself. If you want to like live your life with excuses and keep coming up with fucking reasons on why you didn't, that's your fucking problem. You know, you're continuously to choose. You're choosing to make excuses and not live the life you want to live. Like, for example, when a bunch of men, like, love you men, okay? I love men, all right? But there are some, it's only because I'm a woman and, like, that's the love interest I have, okay? So I've dealt with this on this point of view. But if I was a man and dealt with women that have the same point of view, of course it would be the same. But from what my perspective with love, sometimes you deal with people with excuses. They're like, oh yeah, that's why I didn't buy you flowers, or this is why I didn't, you know, do this, or I was gonna do X, Y, and Z, or, you know, I was gonna call you, I was gonna text you, I was gonna, you know, come to your house and say hello, and I was gonna do that. Keep that shit to your motherfucking self, okay? Enough with the fucking excuses. I'm done with your bullshit. You just didn't want to. You just didn't want to. And that is why you didn't do it. Whoa. Bro, did you see that message? Yo, that was spicy as hell. There could be, it says, I finally found my twin flame and it's my motherfucking self. Hell motherfucking yeah. We got, God bless me with an attitude that weak men can't handle. Bruh, this is you. This is how people perceive you. You are a queen, a boss fucking badass bitch. And a lot of men notice that, and that is why a lot of men are too intimidated to come towards you. Because they realize they have to fucking step up for you, pile 2. And that's the gossip about you. People could be talking, like, wondering, like, oh, what's pile 2 up to? Or, like, they're just stalking you from a distance, or they're, like, they're having, like, maybe limerence over you, and, you know, like, just wondering what you're up to, and, like, thinking about you. And you may not even know. It's almost like they're too afraid to even come towards you, because they're too much of a bitch. I'm just kidding. Of course, everybody's got their own thing. Like, it doesn't mean they're a bad person. X, Y, and Z. But yeah. I wouldn't be like this if I knew how not to be like this. So it could be something about working on anger. People maybe been noticing that you're just not getting angry anymore. You're not, like, stooping to like people's level anymore. You're not reacting anymore. Okay, so that is what I have for you, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a like, consider subscribing, and I'll see you in one of my next ones. Bye! Hello, my beautiful pile 3s. This is a message for you to letting you know that you are rare. So, in today's reading, we're going to be discussing what is the good gossip, good drama about you. I was trying to incorporate the total drama island. So yeah, that's what we're going with. But before we get into that, quick reminder, I do sell personal readings. I have bundles listed. I adjusted the prices to better fit you guys. If you're interested in one, if you guys want to, spoil yourselves and get a little reading from me, you can as well. It also supports my channel, so win-win. And I also have 30-minute readings for a little bit more of a shorter time, and it's just a 1-deck reading. So whatever deck, if you guys like a certain deck and you just want that, you can. You could also message me and be like, hey, can I get index messages with them free of charge? And also words of affirmation t-shirts. I'm going to end up cropping them for some of them. If you'd like the full version of the shirt and not cropped, you could always just let me know. But yeah, those are going to be, I'm going to adjust them. I'm going to crop them and change the wording on them to a different font. So I'm really excited. I'm really so excited for those. Okay, thank you so much for listening. Let's hop into your reading. All right, so we're going to do index messages and Pinterest board today. So if you guys are interested, stay tuned. If you don't like Pinterest board, I do have my last reading. Didn't have Pinterest, so check that out. So what is the good gossip about, wow, we have God and Goddess for pile 3. People just can't keep their eyes off of you. I don't know if you've been noticing a lot of people watching, like looking at you, like looking at you might like look up and notice like a whole ton of people looking at you. Pile 3, it's because of how freaking goddamn gorgeous you are. We have God, Goddess. I keep hiccuping and having like burps or something. So excuse me. You could be like straight up a goddess. Like you look like a goddess. Like you are stunning. If you're a man, maybe you look like straight up like a Greek god. Maybe you look like very fit, or you just look like people would make marble stones out of you, straight up. Like people can't keep their eyes off of you. People can't help but constantly want to stare at you, stare at your beautiful body, stare at your beautiful face. You have a face card that never declines. And you would take really good care of yourself. We have date night. People could want to take you out on dates. Maybe you've been recently going out on dates, or maybe you've been recently going out on a lot more dates. People maybe like the good gossip about you is maybe people want to take you out on like a date, and there are people like are like, oh, like this is what we're gonna do for a date night. Shh, don't tell her or tell them. There could be some people that are embarrassed by the way that they fucking acted with you. Dumbasses. They should have never did that. There could be someone that's embarrassed by the way that they handled the situation. We also have nobody like you compares. So nobody like you, nobody compares. There could be someone that's like regretting their decision or how they handled the situation. Okay, what else is the good gossip about pile 3? People could really love your music. People could really love your music taste. People could love the way you dance to music. And if you have a really uplifting, like bubbly, your music matches you. Like your music literally just describes you and your soul. It's like you have, maybe for some of you, soul music, but your music like describes your soul. Your music is so you. And people really love that about you. Oh, that's so funny. I said Greek, and we have Greece. Maybe for some of you, it could be Greek. People could really love that look to you. Or straight up, again, this is just a confirmation. Greek god, Greek goddess. Like, you're like the type of people would make marble stones out of. What other people talk about you is how loyal you are. You're super loyal. People love your loyalty. Loyalty is a choice. So I think you're somebody who is loyal to themselves, and you're loyal to others and loyal to your friends, and you stick up for your friends, you stick up for your loved ones. You're a super loyal, amazing person, pile 3. So what else do we have? What else is the tea/good gossip drama on pile? Confidently sexy. Wow. Pile 3, you're confidently sexy. You're not afraid to enter a room and take the whole fucking show by storm. You walk into the room, people are like, holy shit, that girl's confidently sexy. And people just stare at you. They'll be like with other people and they can't help but turn their head to look at you. And you may not even want it. You're kind of like, bro, keep your eyes to yourself. But other than that, though, I think, like, you could be, like, I'm just getting, like, really bubbly person. I think you also have, like, a great personality, and I feel like you like to dance. She's a little cuckoo, like, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. I just get, like, especially with that cheetah print shirt for your thumbnail, like, come on. She's a little tiger. She's a little cheetah. So we have keeping tabs on you. So there could be something about the good gossip on you is like people are keeping tabs on you. People could be talking about you, wondering what you're up to, keeping tabs on where you're at. Like the progress you've been making. Maybe people are keeping tabs on your relationship, pile 3. Maybe people are like hoping that you could be very loyal to your relationship, and people could be hoping that you aren't. Or people could be hoping that you'd be loyal to them instead. So yeah, that's kind of coming out. Okay, what else we have? We have, the only reason why I say this because I said, it just made me think of that. I don't know. We have 4 for 4, and we also have you are able to do anything you put your mind to. What's on people's mind is like, people are complimenting you, pile 3. People are saying you are able to do literally anything you put your mind to, and people are so impressed. Impressive. You guys ever watch Smosh? You know Shane and from Smosh, and he's like, impressive. So people are impressed by you, pile 3. Sorry about that. You could be tall. You could be like a model. You could straight up model, pile 3. I feel like it's giving model. We also have anything for you. You could put anything your mind to, and not only can you do it yourself, but people are like, okay, well, I'll do anything for you too. Like, I'm also getting like, you are so rare and so unique and special that people are like, I would do anything for you. Like, I would do anything for you. Yeah, so that's what I have with the index messages. Let's see what we get with your Pinterest board. Is my anxiety. All right, so this is what came out. For some of you, if you guys are like, this could be vice versa for male or female. Maybe you guys have like a really nice chest, really big chest. People could love your chest. People could love giving you hugs, just putting their face in your chest, maybe, whoa, maybe licking up your neck. But there could just be something about like, maybe if you're a man, you have a really nice like pec, like nice pecs. If you're a woman, you could just have a really nice like chest. We have radiance. I think you radiate amazing energy. I think you are just like a sun. You radiate magic, pile 3. This is pretty cool. I've never seen a salad bowl like this. So I feel like just within this image, you're so unique. Like, it really is giving, like, I've never seen this before. People could be like that. That's how they feel about you. Like, the good gossip about you is like, wow, I've never met somebody like pile 3 before. I've never, you know, it's like these bold flavors. There's something about, you know, I was getting, when I first started this reading, something about taste, like tasting. You could, like the way people, there could be something about the way you taste. I don't know, pile 3, listen, it's coming out, okay? But I think it's like, you just have these new flavors. Maybe it's the way you cook, maybe it's the way that you, the meals you make, maybe you taste like fruit, straight up. It could also be that I was getting just eating like healthy. We have what I do all day. The internet won't surf itself, you know. I feel like you're not the type of person, you have, maybe recently you've been spending a lot of time like just being on your phone. But I feel like you're not the type of person to be on your phone 24/7. I feel like you're the type of person that's actively working towards spending more time with yourself. And people maybe have been noticing that you're not really on your phone as much. Like, you're not really answering people's messages. People like reach out and you're not like responding because you're so focused on yourself and working on you. People could be maybe like trying to call you or trying to, you know, people have been noticing that you haven't been watching their stories or you haven't really been interacting with their posts. Like, people have been noticing that you're like really just focusing on yourself. For some of you, there could be something about being like a cheerleader. Maybe you're like somebody's biggest supporter and people really love, like, the gossip on you is like your people could be jealous of how much of a supporter and cheerleader you are for your partner. If you're in a relationship, or the good gossip about you is that what somebody's saying specifically, maybe this person is like, the good gossip about you is like you are their #1 cheerleader, you are their biggest supporter, and they're so loved to have you, and grateful. We have 𝑒motionopoly. That's pretty cool. I've never seen that. Calm, proud, focused, happy, aggressive. Scared, angry. That's pretty cool. Zone of regulation. That's so cool. I would love to play that. Trust me, you need another glass wine. Some of you, we just got the number 21, could be significant. But my favorite yoga position is sitting on the couch with a glass of wine. Maybe for some of you who've been relaxing and like taking care of yourself and just relaxing, taking time for yourself. We have babies are brewing. I must keep on going no matter how hard it may seem. Yes, you got this. Maybe some people have noticed that you put yourself up for the challenge. You could be like choosing, it's giving like doctorate, you know, like you're like the type of person that would go to school to become a doctor and excel at it. Like it's really giving like, even if it was hard, even if you struggled in the beginning, it's really giving like you don't limit your ability to anything. And no matter what it is you put your heart to and like your mind to, you can do it. And people look up for you, like look up to you for that. I think what people like, the good gossip about you, Pile 3, is people are like, wow, like Pile 3 could literally do anything. Pile 3 is literally becoming a doctor. Pile 3 is literally an entrepreneur. Pile 3 is a business owner. Pile 3 is like is a leader, is a mentor, is a coach, is a scientist, is a fucking therapist, is like literally like no matter what it is you put your heart to, you could be doing multiple things. You could be maybe like a Renaissance man. Maybe you have multiple different abilities. You know what's it's reminding me of? You know Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy? There's an episode of him in Saturday Night Live, I think, where he talks about all the different things he does. And he literally like listed, like he's like, I'm a songwriter, I write my own songs, I sing, I'm an actor, I'm also an animator, I'm also a voice actor. Like he literally just lists like all these different things he does. And he loves doing everything. Like he's always a busy bee too. It's giving busy bee. You could be someone that's like maybe a little bit busy, and it's because you have so many things that you could be doing, Pile 3. And it's all just like things you enjoy doing. I think with Pile 3, like Seth MacFarlane was like, they're like, how do you do it all? And he's like, I love what I do. And I enjoy doing it. And like, he's always on the move. He's always going. I feel like that's with you, Pile 3. Is like, no matter what it is you do, you always can do it. Like, no matter what it is. And it's very impressive. Like, you're so impressive, Pile 3. Number one thing I'm getting is people feel like the good gossip about you is that you're impressive. Not only the way you look, your mindset, your intelligence. Impressive. Impressive. Like, it's giving like you would be an athlete while also being an A grade student, while also being like a team captain of like the fucking science club or something. Like it's just giving like all different things at once. Bring me a higher love. Ooh. Bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. There's something about that song. We have beauty brings the moment you decide to be yourself. You could be really stepping into your higher self, Pile 3, and really loving yourself, and it's attracting this higher love. We have everything. I hate when it does this. Everything is fine. This is my life now. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm not even trying anymore. So maybe for some of you, maybe you've hit like a bit of a blockage. Maybe you're going through a big transformation as of right now and feeling a little bit stuck, and just kind of like maybe not happy with the way things are right now. And I think this is such a beautiful moment, such a beautiful sign, Pile 3, that it's only going to go up from here. Because this type of feeling of not feeling, you know, happy anymore with the way things are, is this past version of yourself is going to get so uncomfortable that it's going to force you to change. And it's going to be such a beautiful change. You're going to just like, it's like a butterfly, you know, releasing its cocoon. And just, it's uncomfortable, it's awkward, it's not perfect, it's a little scary. But guess what? The butterfly learns how to fly anyways. The butterfly learns how to excel and fly. And that's you, pile 3. You got it. We have toxic positivity, genuine optimism. This one I see a lot. This one pops up a lot. If you guys want to read that, we have, my brain has too many tabs open. Maybe there could be something about, you may have, people could be saying that you have so many things that you want to do. But you're also focused. Like, you're staying focused on, like, timing, how much time you're going to spend on each thing. And it's really working out for you. It's not like you have too many things and it becomes overwhelming and then you don't do anything at all. It's kind of like you're able to manage your time and do it in a way that's like, it never gets boring for you. You spend an hour doing this and then an hour doing that. And it's like, by constantly changing what you're doing, the easier it gets. Because it's like, oh, okay, a little bit of this today, or a little bit of that today, and a little bit of this. A little fairy dust here, and a little, you know, sprinkle over there. And it's just like, it's fun, you know? Because then it keeps you wanting to do more the next day. And that's how you build a consistency. I think with you, pile 3, it's like you got focused action. You're really good at managing your time and scheduling your time. Or you're just getting better at that. Do not crush, bend, or fold. Please handle with love. Thank you. I think you're handling yourself with a lot more love, a lot more tenderness, being more, you know, being more like genuine with yourself and tender with yourself and being like, you know what? Things don't have to be perfect. I love my imperfections. I love my imperfection work. You know, the work that is imperfection or not perfect. Sorry. And like, let me retract that. I'm not sorry. And you're not sorry for what you put out and what you do and what you create and how you do things, pile 3, because that's what the flaws is what make you special. The little imperfections is what makes you unique. And you are special and you are rare, pile 3. So that is the good gossip on you. I hope this helped in any way, shape, or form. And you are good enough. People feel like you are good enough. People are like, wow, like, I am, pile 3 is just impressive. The butterfly came out, interesting. That's funny. The egg don't swim to the sperm, sis. Never chase a man. I think there could be something about that. Let's normalize healing trauma. You could be like Velma. Very like, book smart. We have turn on your mind and relax. Turn off your mind and relax. Maybe relaxing, needing to like relax a little bit more could be helpful. We're so focused on the grind that we forget to relax sometimes. This is not until we are lost do we begin to find ourselves. All right, pile 3. Yeah, so that's what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you in one of the next ones. Bye.